We had a little bit of disconnection, but I think we're very much back. So, Jem, everyone, it's a greeting moment from all of us, and we're saying welcome again. And I just so hope you all had a great moment. Oh, goodness, it's morning. And I tell you, we have so much to really look into, and for which we're here. Once again, I want to welcome everyone who is right on our platforms, and those who are right here, those on YouTube and those on the exchange here. I'm saying GM to you all. It's a beautiful moment, and I think it's important for us to catch up with. I'm trying to send this on a Telegram page, catch up with the important updates, right, and needful do's, right, as regards the market today. So it's something we were aware of, right? Those of you who've been following, that we are going to be selling on ton. We did attempt that for some reasons, right? Our market did not peak. This was our point of entry. Our point of interest was there, and guess what? The market went above. It went right into that spot right here. It stopped at 7.92. Our point was 7.94. Just by 0.2%, we missed this old wonderful, so to speak, opportunity right here. And the market went down like 9%. A 50x leverage would have given us some nice 500% easily. So we are very much we're very much on this same subject matter of what we've got to do and all that with the market. And I tell you guys, it's quite important for us to have to get to this point of primarily important conversations. So please, if you join us for the first time, I'm going to be encouraging you to try to use the the chat room, right? It brings a sense of deliberateness, right, that you are aware of what you're doing here, and that you are intentional to also ask questions, because that gives me a sense of clarity that you know what you're doing and you're really here to join us. So this is El Gion. My name is David. I'm super excited to have you hosted here, and so please, before we dive into the real market update, talks around the price actions, what happened over the night, the Asian session, speculations around the London session, which is ongoing, and our potential expectation for the New York session, I want you to hit the subscription button, subscribe, follow us on our handles on our exchanges, so please do that. And yes, I think that's one thing I would be appreciating that you do, right? It gives us a sense of commitment, and we know that you are looking forward to our next video or live session once you've subscribed and you're following. That's so important. So I think altcoin markets seem to be crashing. I think we have to talk around all of that. Well, we also big mention of meme coins and all of that. I think it's just an holistic overview we're going to be giving, and that's just basically it. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. Now let's start with this. This is FTT. I have been speculating on FTT for a while, over 48 hours right now. I've been thinking FTT is going to be the best meme coin, altcoin to bag. For certain reasons, I knew about the FTT crash, how the whole FTX empire crashed somewhere last 2 years in the middle of the bear market, while we're about exiting the bear market. So FTT had a very crazy crash. So this was FTT. This was like a crazy dump. Like from here, look at that. It was a very huge dump, and currently we are like $1.4, and this was a coin that has traded historically above $80, right? You can see that here on TradingView, which of course, if you come over to coin market cap and then you do FTX is the empire, that's FTX's native token. It's crazy down. I think the recent news I've gotten is that they've made major payments as regards the most of their token. The current market cap of this token is $491 million, which is unlike leading exchanges like or leading tokens like BNB of Binance, for instance, right? And of course, other token of like HTX of Wobby and of CWT of Coin W token. So right, so you can get that because, like, for example, let's go check HTX token. You can look at the market cap; it's very massive. If you check HTX token, I think we should be able to say that right here. I think, but whichever way, what I'm just trying to spill out is that this is extreme low. This is an easy 100x, right? It could 100x. 10x would mean 44.9 billion. 100x would mean 49 billion. I'm serious. So these are an easy 100x on FTT, and if FTT gets 100x, that's a crazy fund for us if we get to hold just a couple of, let's say, 700 units of FTT. It's going to be like a super opportunity to actually own up with this coin. Just imagine holding 700 FTT and getting to sell at $100. That's a huge, I mean, of course, this could go higher. So that's my more reason why I'm saying, you know what, this coin is still going to be pumping. I feel it will do that because they already began repayment. Let's get confirmation. I'm going to be bringing the news to the mainstream so you all can see what I'm talking about. FTX repayment. All right. Update. So I'm going to bring the update news right here while I'm bringing that from back end. So do not forget, I'm just trying to make you understand very, very importantly. Okay, I'm just gonna go to the community right now and see what's been right. So I'm sorry, I'm trying to see this recent news Bloomberg. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna bring this news from Bloomberg to the very face of everyone so we can actually see what I'm trying to put across. Come on, here you go. So this is going to be the news. So there are strategic moves it has taken to making this repayment. I'm telling you, it's going to be made. The payment is going to be made. I think, my own opinion. Sorry. Wait a minute. What's this? So I think the repayment is going to be made, in my own honest opinion. So if people are still contemplating if that's going to be done or not, it's all their, cup of tea and their perspectives, and that's okay. And I'm not in any way marketing stuff for FTT, don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to make you understand that, see, you have an opportunity, right? Just like you to buy BNB, the way or some other coins, right? The way you have the opportunity in the previous cycles. So it has been on a very crazy demand zone for a while, definitely, and I've been watching that right now. I know Bitcoin is 65k, right? Obviously, and seeing the way FTT is rising, right? From here, it's been a demand, it's been demanding, right? And I've been saying this like a break of structure, like a fair retest, break of structure retest. There's a volume here, and that volume is what I'm not going to be denying, right? And I've seen the volume playing out, like, for example, this is a daily candle closure, bullish. This one too, just like a fair retracement, but of course the candle wick is giving them some bullish vibe, and for that reason I'm going down to a lower time frame, 4 hours. I have some funny perspective of me thinking Bitcoin is going to go to like 63k, and I have that truly, and I'm thinking about that Bitcoin could go to $63,000 before pumping. But looking at many things, dots on 5.8, many things, the crazy low point for altcoins generally. Solana got to like 129 over the night, right? Asian session had the market drawdown. And coming to a 4 hours time frame, I also spotted something like a sell side liquidity being grabbed, right? This is it. Grab here, broken here, retested here. This is a retest of sell side liquidity. And aside from this, cracking down here, because if you go draw the old ground box of a thing from here, we didn't make a new low here. We'll have made a new low here. We didn't. I'm already beginning to think of a reversal, right? So, and what I'm saying is this, if like the way we came from here and made this low, this would have led us to a new low, but it didn't. Sorry, it just didn't. And that was the first trigger point for me that, oh wait, we didn't make a new low from this point. Rather, we grabbed sell-side liquidity right from here. Let me use a line chart so you can see what I'm saying. We grabbed sell-side liquidity here, we broke structure, we retested. This is a fair retest, and we're going upward. Now that aside, this is on a 4 hour candle. On a 1 hour candle, I begin to try to understand what the market is doing right now. In my own perspective, is that, see, we've grabbed sell side here again, which is of course like the 4 hour candle, broken, retest. And if you come to a 1 hour candle, what you're seeing right here is sell side, grabbed, market structure shifted a little bit to retest, and these are many more other reasons why I'm thinking, what, I'm going to be going on a long. This is going to be like a futures long, right, on this spot exactly at 1.412. If it gets peaked, that's going to be like a better opportunity for me. And if I get this, I may not want to close the profit so fast, I might just take partials here and leave the rest to run. I'm gonna take like a partial here and leave the rest to run if this goes so well. I'm telling you, let's take a partial here when it picks. So we're almost there, and that's my perspective. I don't know if I'm gonna say wish me well, but this is what I'm gonna be doing probably. Yeah. So using my ground box measurement, I got to see that I get to see, right, that we're just gonna be trading to the premium zone when we have come close to the point I was making reference to. Now back to the reason why I'm thinking FTX, is definitely or probably gonna be what's it called? Gonna be making the most. All right, I don't know if you can believe that, or you need to believe that. Why I think FTX is going to be making the most of the bull run, and I think it's going to be having like a comeback. I have written some articles on comeback tokens, which I still think we are going to be experiencing majority of them soon. But it all is left to all of us to make our decisions on what coin to buy and the ones not to buy. But I think FTT is going to have a comeback. So look at the update here. FTX has billions more than needed to pay bankruptcy victims. So crypto customers to get interest on what FTX owes them. Bankrupt firm updates plan to divide cash among creditors. So far so good. This is what we've got. I don't think Bloomberg is going to be allowing me to read more until I make some. I don't know what to call it right now. But let's get updates from CoinDex. I think we have some news on CoinDex. Quickly, yeah, here you go. This news. So come on, we have to look at that. So here we go. Now FTX, a bankrupt cryptocurrency exchange that was run by Sam Bankman-Fried, said it expects to fully repay its customer according to a court hearing. However, the full recovery of customer asset is unfortunately for those waiting for their money, based on the point FTX's actual bankruptcy when the market were already in turmoil. That date was preliminarily approved by U.S. bankruptcy judge John Dorsey, and it's a point of contention for some complainants. So Bitcoin's price has rebounded to more than 43k as of publication time, up 110% from its price of roughly 2,500 at the time the FTX's collapse happened November last year. So essentially, what I think creditors are clamoring for is an interest, right, on the amount FTX is going to be repaying. So the repayment process under consideration, the U.S. bankruptcy court would require claimants to submit proof they held and subsequently lost assets on FTX, which will be vetted by restructuring advisors, said FTX lawyer Andrew Dietrich. So the defunct exchange has shifted its focus to making its former client whole, as it abandons plans to relaunch its platform due to lack of buyers, according to the court precedent. So whatever way, I think there might not be a relaunch, but at least I think there's going to be some sort of repayment. And I think I was even thinking those dudes have been paid. So whichever way, I think this coin is going to have a very crazy comeback. I think so. I think so. It might never have happened in history. It might be a very big gamble, but I think it's going to worth it, right, eventually, if we have an obvious clue of what the market is all about. So meanwhile, those of you on YouTube, this is your first time coming here and you're seeing Airdrop, it's going to be on our platform where I'm gonna be doing the airdrop, one of the exchanges. So you've got to sign up with the first link you see under the description, and then get across to the platform where the airdrop moment is going to be going live. The bear market seemed to be making or the bearish moment, let me put it that way, seem to be making people think we are bearish, but I think we're not bearish yet. I think we're very much bullish. I think we just have a very fair retracement. Right, I think we just have a very fair retracement. I'm so sorry, I'm coming right now. All right, guys, we're very much back. Apologies. So super sorry. So we're waiting for FTT to come close our point of entry, and I tell you, this speculation of mine, I hope it plays out. Many things are giving me concern. Now, for example, I'm going to be opening more news on On the first factory news, we have 2:30 p.m. This news, I don't know how much of an impact it actually has on the market generally, but by my own perception, I really would not consider that news honestly. So what I'm going to be looking at is what really is going to be the target of Bitcoin as an individual. What am I going to be expecting the market to essentially do with the Bitcoin market price? So that's what I'm going to be looking at, and of course that of Ethereum. Meanwhile, if you've been following me, you know I had my speculation on Ethereum. My speculation is Ethereum is probably going to be coming to this POI of the block, but there are tendency it doesn't, because that's right into the what's it called, into the premium zone. So there are possibilities for Ethereum to just come a little bit downward like this, 3,300, and then we buy upward. I tell you guys, there are possibilities for us to buy upward from here, even though I have the speculations, because I can't imagine the market going this low, but of course it could happen. 8% more is going to be so bloody crazy. So jokes aside, looking at this market, right, I have the sell side here, MSS here, and then the retest here is a potential reason for me to think of a buy. And yeah, so, and trying to factor many things. For instance, let me look at the old general market excluding BTC. Let me look at total. That's the altcoin market. We're going to do the analysis on the altcoin market excluding BTC. Yeah, this is the altcoin market. So I think we have a very clear-cut picture on the altcoin markets. There you go. So what do you get to see? I don't think I have so much analysis here, right? None. So the altcoin market for the first time in a long time got to $1.2 trillion, and afterwards it's been crazy down. Look here, it's been down like 13%, and it has come to this order block zone. Using a line graph, I often like doing that. I tend to see more clearly what exactly the market is doing. Well, what we can see here is more like what I'm seeing on Ethereum. Like, look here, we have this sell side liquidity, let me write that there, being grabbed. And then what you can see here is like a market structure shift, right, which indicates some level of bullishness. And so what is happening here looks like some levels of retracement right here. If this gives the exact thing we are interpreting, that could imply that honestly we're in for a very major rally from this point currently, with stop loss right below here and the potential take profit right above this previous spot, but to a new high. And that implies we might possibly be seeing the entire altcoin market making a huge 34% pump towards $1.35 trillion, which is some close range. And of course, that implies the altcoin market is making a new high. Yeah, the market made a new high here. Altcoin market 1.26 trillion, and I think that I wasn't higher than the previous high it made in the previous bull cycle, which of course you would actually agree with me, that cycle was explosive. We had the market trading to an high of about $1.6 trillion. Now we're here trying to make our stride upward. This chart is more like a Ethereum's chart, but of course it gives us the obvious clue of what exactly the market is doing. My bias remains as follows. If we see the market, look here, let's keep your eyes closed please. If we see the market breaking below this spot here, below $969 billion, I tell you, nothing will stop us from coming to crash into yeah, 837 billion. That means we're going to be seeing some level of crazy dump, right? If we come below, we're going to be going up below this liquidity spots, and this is the truth of what we're going to be saying. But if we rise above this spot 1.07 trillion here, rise above the liquidity 1.08, that means there are tendencies for us to see the market shaping its way once it goes above here, you know, to a very crazy new high. And that's my whole expectation, because there is no reason logical for the market to begin to think crashing, it's going to be crashing downwards. So that's my bias. So right, yeah, that's gonna be it. Wait, all right, so that's gonna be it on that on that regard. So let me know what your all takes are. I'm in the live room. It's been over 20 minutes, I guess. Yes, over 20 minutes already, and I think it's looking interesting the way we've been getting this whole thing going. So if you've got questions for me, let me know. I'm going to be taking a short break right now, and you can trust me, I'm going to be right back. We just have a couple of 20 more minutes to go, and I think that's basically it on my hand. So Let me know what your whole takes are on this whole matter. So don't forget, that's on the altcoin generally. What do you think is going to be happening to the altcoins? My perspective is this: we should not. I'm not being harsh or being rigid, but we should not really, expect the market to just sell off. Right? I'm serious. So I think we just have a fair retracement. We're going to be buying upward. So boom, 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 boom. The market is a little bit selling. Let me come back to. I'm looking at euro. I'm going to take a break soon. Just wanted to look at the markets shortly. I'm looking at euro. There are tendencies for euro to come here, and that's it, to come here before going upward. So, because if euro, there's a low, it didn't make a high. There are possibilities we grab here and come downwards. So this looks more crazier. I can't imagine Bitcoin coming lower, but of course it can. Let's take a break. I'm gonna be right back. Yeah, break time. Guys, I hope you're doing very great. I was saying something a few moments ago. This is going to be the moment of great triumph for the entire crypto market this month of June. Well, while we're considering FTT, I'm going to be looking back on BTC. I would want you to see something. This candle is bearish, right? I tell you, you just need to be so careful. The market could take you off guard. This is a lower point. Now, coming back to the candles, you'd see that was a low point, and there are possibilities for us to do like this. If the market does like this, that means FTT is going to dump crazy. And that's why I might consider closing my trade I set on FTT, because there's a POI on BTC here. We cannot keep a close eye on the market. It must, as a matter of fact, inform us what exactly we can be doing. Because this is something that can happen so fast, like Bitcoin coming to $62,800. I'm serious, and it's even way better for us to have that, because FTT, we have speculations around that. The possibility of it quickly coming to this part is more easy. That means we can actually have FTT coming even here. Two POIs, which we must not pretend that is there, is that we might just see FTT. Guys, keep your eyes closed or open rather. We might see FTT coming here, and of course there is one. Let me come to a 1 hour time frame. I'll look at the POIs. There is one POI here, which is quite the obvious one that I think we're gonna be trading. Right, I'm just gonna do like this, and there's one here. So what exactly do we think is going to probably be the best one? We cannot tell. The market could actually come here, but this POI, yes, it can, and still way go upward. I'm telling you, this market is sometimes crazy, and you must just keep your eyes opened for you to stay updated, lest you become a liquidity sacrifice in the market. So for me, I'm going to open my eyes and keep looking at the market, because I tell you, we have more reasons to be extremely careful. So I'm going to be considering many spots. All right, so maybe I'm going to consider the second spot, because I'm looking at Bitcoin now. It's on 65k. New York session can throw us downwards. Now we can just see the market from FTT, from the point where it is currently, as we can see, biting to 1.358. I'm telling you. So I'm going to be looking at that, right? I'm going to consider that, right? I could actually close my trade and consider that more. So coming here is more likely for me now. There's an inducement here. So if I see what BTC is doing, I'm going to be like, I'm just going to close my trade and wait. That's the best thing to do right now. Because I tell you, this market doesn't care taking all the thing you've got. So we're going to close the trade, cancel all, and wait for London or New York session. Since we're not even going on market right here, we're going to wait. So we're going to look at the message the market is passing. So for me on BTC here, I'm thinking that, okay, fine, you know what, I'm so sure we're gonna have the market coming here to 62,900. So I'm gonna be waiting for this at 62,900 on the market long, and that's gonna be informing my decision for how. So I'm gonna have a part of trade long. So if you're seeing this, I'm telling you most probably what I'm gonna be doing. So this POI got picked and it obeyed. I was even thinking it's not going to be obeying it. Look at that. It got picked and the market followed the sell like that. I didn't tell it. I was like, it's not going to pick. It's not going to respect it. And it respected it. I tell you, the market is very crazy in its ways. So be on alert. So one thing is for sure, Bitcoin is targeting clearly. Look at that. It's targeting the spot. So you want to go set your trade at $62,900 on BTC. You don't want to play with that. At least the one you're so sure of. Go for it. 100x. Don't do that. I'm kidding. Okay. I'm just saying that go for it all the way, right? The one you're so sure of. So because the Asian session, basically what it did for the markets was from 1 o'clock. Today is 18th. From 1 o'clock, Asian session caused a manipulation. So I think we're going to be having accumulation in the London session and a distribution upward in the New York session. So you want to go make sure that you set, because just a 3% drawdown is not something that could not happen today. 3.6% quickly, and so I think I'm probably going to be doing that, and I want you to keep your eyes opened. Why? This is 11 o'clock in the morning, West Africa time, and I think my bias is still very much bullish until we take some sides. So that's it. So 62,900 is going to be the point of entry. And then the stop loss is going to be like 61,200. So 61,300. Just once the market gets there, we can be so sure we have all 8x. So yeah. So stay safe, I would say. Okay, so well, FTT currently seems like it's just doing 3.8% is possible, but coming here like this is also a possibility. So I'm going to be targeting better liquidity grab. I'm going to go to 5 minutes candle and look at where I got a better fair value gap, and most probably set my entry there. I don't want to miss a trade next. So I've got inducement here. I have inducement. Yes, there's an inducement, right? There's a possibility. It's a POI. If I'm going to be measuring this first off from here, how many percent to this point? 5%. 1.39 looks solid, so I'm going to target this POI. Just keep your eyes open while we're doing this gameplay. I'm looking at that. I'm just going to take this away. Yep. I'm going to target this next POI. Oh my god, this is a war. A game of psychology, a game of contentment, I tell you. because our fair value gap there right there, and of course that's not been mitigated, right? So which 3 minutes is gonna probably give me the same thing. See that? And also with 1 minute. So I think I've got reasons to consider myself lucky to open this buy here, right? It's good to always revisit your point or your trade point when you're not so sure. It's so good. So if we dump from here, that means we're going to be dumping like 5.1%, which is not bad. And for Bitcoin, if we dump it from where we are right currently, that means we're going to be dumping about 4%, right? So I think this 5.1 is more likely to happen, and I'm going to be bringing my entry. This is a very strong entry point here, 1.36, I tell you. So to know how to gain mastery of all of this, someone will just keep his eyes open and wide. So there are a lot of points that could be a potential entry point, but I'm gonna target this one first. And we just put some little bit of loads of entry of long right there. Oh, once I catch this, I'm not gonna sell it anytime soon. I'm gonna hold this till maybe $5 or $10. So at least that's gonna be like very nice profits. So look at that. So let's be on the lookout for FTT. All right. So if you're right here with me, say yay. If you're trading this coin, say yes. So keep your trade simple, but of course be disciplined. Yeah. All right. So guys, that's all we've got to say. The market is mini bearish. It's not really bearish, I tell you. It's just like some retracement, I think, and many coins are going to have a crazy comeback. So please be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Like XTZ. I remember XTZ just right now. Someone just made a post, right? And I was looking at maybe XTK, but I remember XTZ just right away. Why do I remember XTZ? I remember trading XTZ those bear bull season in the last cycle. All of these coins are going to have a very massive comeback, right? Yeah, look out for them, please. Yeah, look out for them. Look out for them. As in Texas, all these coins are going to come back. I tell you, it looks like, hey, it's not, but I'm using this moment to tell you that. Look at Bitcoin. So the weight with which Bitcoin is moving is going to give you a clue of what to do with majority of this coin. Look at boom, right? Find a way to go long on some of these coins, right? Soon. So, sorry, wanting FTXZ to come up. Okay, so many of these coins are going to have a crazy comeback. Just be patient. Don't give up on your bags. Don't give up on the bags you've gotten, right? If you have liquidity, I really wish I actually have more. Buy more. Buy more. Buy more. Buy more. And people might be thinking we have the top of the bull run already. Well, it could be considered. One of the reasons is because we have a lot of what's it called, industries, or a lot of tech giants, right, in the game already now. But I think it's more of like uncertainty than certainty. What I mean by that is we are at that point where we still don't know what their input is going to be defining. A lot of people know it's going to be bullish, but I tell you, they would come. I mean, we are at that moment when we are basically going to be forced to begin to sell our bags, and that calls for our extreme care and deliberateness, so to speak, with trading. So for me, I'm really considering opening my long here, which sounds very unusual. So here, there's a POI. I'm going to start it in here. So that's just about will I say 4%? That's like 6%. Wow. So let's just see how it plays out eventually. So we're gonna have a final clue as to what we're gonna be doing. So I know my ground box is obviously telling me that, see, once we trade into the premium here, it's a good spot to buy. There's an oversold spot to buy. So we're gonna look at that both, and that's gonna be it on my end. So, well, let's see, Texas, the price is quite low. So I was looking at Arbitrum. I was like, hey, when do we come this low? I don't imagine the price of SWI. I remember I was so I don't know if I would say addicted to SWI, trading the long and short, but I think when you look at SWI price, right, it got a very crazy high point. Like $0.8, right? Look at that. So a lot of uncertainty. Hey, We've already grabbed liquidity here. We're gonna be buying. Look at the SUI, it's crazy down, biting the dust. Go to a 1 day time frame. Look what the market is giving you. The majority of the altcoins, right, are bearish. So this is a market structure shift on a very massive level. And if you take your ground box measure this, you see that SUI is definitely on a very crazy demand zone. So everything here is just for you to begin to buy. If you have $1,000, just throw it on coins and wait a couple of days. You'd see you did a wise decision. I tell you, just keep a 10Ks. Just keep buying. There's a POI of the block. I doubt SUI is gonna get there. I do not expect it to get here. That's crazy. 17% to 0.5. It's gonna be like a soft frame for the markets. But can it get there? Friends, it can. Let me speak my language so you can get what I'm saying. Just be careful, trade safely, right? Don't have overconfidence in the market. No, it's all speculation. Again, I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's essentially it. So that POI is here. So how would the market want to go there? I don't know. The 0.68. So let's see how the market unfolds gradually. But I'm gonna be targeting this point for my own gameplay for SUI. 14%. Hey. Guys, let's be careful of our trade today. Today's not gonna be a joke. Be careful. If not because I'm thinking and speculating bullishness on FTT, I'm not gonna trade FTT. Let's be so careful. All right, I think I'm going to take a break. It's already 40 minutes. We've made so much progress in our discussion. If you've got a question, please hit me in the live from. Let me see what exactly he's saying. Don't forget, we have memes to really consider buying. This moment is going to be like a moment to look out for the alt and the memes. Bag them. All right, I've made mention of memes on Ton. I've said that oftentimes, multiple times. Look at this dude. $730 million market cap. This is a coin that's trading billions previously. So Ton, for instance, I was like, it's gonna short like 6.3, 6.8, 7.3 exactly yesterday. Guess what? It didn't pick my order with minus 0.2 pips and got my take profit. It happens like that. So don't chase the price, leave it, it's gone. You also come. It's not gonna be cheap, I know, but you have to be patient. So that's Ton. Oh my god, no, that's Dex Screener. I'm not gonna look at Dex Screener. 65 340 BTC is dumping. This is a real-time trade. I'm gonna probably I'm gonna begin to take buy orders on my account here. I hope it worth it. I've never taken buys or sells before. Just yeah, I'm gonna use a paper trade connect. I'm gonna use my real account to play around with this. Or should I even use my real accounts? Okay. I'm gonna check out for the account and get entries. Okay. I want to add some broker firms. So guys, like, that's all I've got to say. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Wow, there is none yet. Okay. Okay. Ooh, wow. All right, so I think, guys, essentially gonna wait for FTT. So just let's keep looking our eyes to see the way it reacts. It's gonna tell us if we're making a very wise or very stupid mistake. So that's it. Stay safe. Stay safe, guys. Stay safe. So this is already dumping. We cannot tell which is gonna be exactly the market's gonna do. Yeah, so I think I'm essentially done. Let me check if we've got questions in the live room. So please be careful with your trades today. We're gonna be having the New York session coming up by 1 o'clock. That's in about 1 hour and about 40 minutes. Be careful with trading, especially futures. Just do well to just bag some coins if you just can't handle the shock you would see on some pairs. So altcoins are the best go-to spot to bag as much as possible. I told you I've done memes, so I was going to show you that. The ZK is going to dump a little bit more. I told you 0.22 happened already. Ton coin is gonna probably get like 6.9. Who knows? Just look out, be careful. Trade carefully. Trade carefully. $137 billion. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. It's a whole massive lot. So that's it. So it's gonna wither some funds off, and then look out for halts like Tia, Celestia. Yeah, all of those coins are gonna have a crazy comeback. So be more what do I say? Be more strategic with your approach. Like Celestia is on $6.5. Crazy. It was like on $20. Like this is a demand zone, oh guys. The demand zone. Be strategic. Before you know what, those coins are gonna be running upward. Like you see them like $26, $30, $50. Like, ow, this is how it's done. Be on the lookout. Be strategic. Be vigilant. Sniper entry. So that being said, look at that. I made my point is gonna come here. It came close, 5.4. I think that point already enough points to consider beginning to buy. Honestly, here exactly. Look at that. So especially ADA. Jesus, I just remember ADA. This coin, one of the go-to coins in the last bull run. It had a very better run, but it's currently on 0.37. Hey, Oluwa. I'm gonna long ADA from 0.33. Yeah, on a particular testnet fund. So that's it. So I think that's all I've got to say. So please stay safe trading. Peace out. Subscribe. I plead with you. Please subscribe. And that's gonna be it on my end. So peace out and bye. Enjoy this week.